What's up everyone, we're back today with a huge video on how you can leverage AI to figure out one, the best job titles to reach out to for your cold email campaigns, and two, bringing up the best emotionally resonating pain points for your target audience. This is a huge component in our day-to-day lead generation because it brings up very custom angles that we haven't thought of bringing up before. And if you're tuned in for the first time, my name's Jesse Rosa and I've been running a lead generation agency for the past 2+ years. So without further ado, let's dive into it. All right, so let's dive into it. Using AI to develop cold email script angles. Make sure to stick around to the end so you can figure out exactly how to use this for your day-to-day campaigns. So here's an example. I just picked a random idea. I'm sure this exists in every single company. It's a software that automatically scans job resumes and picks out the best candidates. On average, the new hires were picked have stayed at the company 3 more years than candidates that were picked without the software. So we're going to take this to ChatGPT and we're going to kind of explain the software and ask it to tell us the best job title for this software and why. So we'll come to ChatGPT, and I have a voice extension here that I highly recommend. You can just talk to ChatGPT. So let's get started. I have a software that scans all candidate job resumes, and it handpicks the best applicants that they think are going to perform the best and make the best impression at the company. And on average, these candidates that are picked with this software have stayed at the company for 3 years more on average than candidates that were picked without this software's help. This is a huge help for the company because not only are they cutting costs and time spent on sifting through these job resumes, but it's actually increasing their retention for their candidates. Now, based off all this information, can you tell me the exact job title that's really going to benefit from a software like this on their day-to-day life? So we'll do that. We'll shoot enter. Okay, so it's telling us that the job title that would really benefit from this would be someone who's a recruiter or a talent acquisition specialist. And it's saying why they would benefit from it is, efficiency, time saving, improved quality of hire, cost reduction, data-driven decisions, enhanced candidate experience. Okay, so now we know that we should be targeting talent acquisition specialists and recruiters. Great. For me personally, I thought, hey, maybe someone in HR could utilize this. But this gives us good job titles to target. Now, you can go back to this and see, okay, what are the biggest pain points in their day-to-day job that this software is going to solve for them? So we're going to come back. Based off the job titles that you told me, can you tell me exactly the biggest pain points that these job positions have in their day-to-day life that this is really going to help and save their day and headaches and stress? Okay, so it finished loading, and basically what it told us is volume of applications. These people can be dealing with an insane volume of applications, just sifting through, pointless ones that just really don't fit the job description. So quality of hires, another good one, ensuring that the hires are not only qualified, but also a good fit for the company. Time to hire, reducing the time that it takes to actually fill a position. Bias reduction. So it's an unconscious bias in recruitment. It's a significant concern that can lead to a less diverse workplace. See, these are things that, I really wouldn't even think of. Compliance and record keeping, maintaining compliance with employment laws and regulations it's essential, but it can also be like a complex duty for them. Candidate experience. In today's competitive job market, the candidate experience is paramount. Slow and unresponsive recruitment process can deter the top talent. Administrative overload. Recruiters often deal with considerable administrative burden, so they could be dealing with, so much day-to-day going across different platforms and just following up and doing reminders, and it's just probably an extremely stressful thing. So this is all great info. So now we're going to ask another question is, what does it solve in terms of metric that they are tracked on and maybe they need to report? So we're going emotional here because if you think about it, their boss might be tracking certain metrics on their job. No one wants to get fired. They want to do good. They want to get, a pay increase or promotion. What metrics are these job titles actually tracked on, like specific KPIs that they have to report to upper management or their boss on that they want to make sure they're doing well on? All right, so it finished loading, and it's actually giving us some really good points here. So they're tracked on the time it takes to fill a position, the quality of the hire, the cost per hire, which is an interesting one, such as, advertising fees, recruiter salaries, recruitment technology costs, applicant satisfaction. You got the offer acceptance rate, diversity of hires, retention rate, recruitment funnel effectiveness, source of hire. All right, so we're kind of building like a brain here. So you see what we're doing, asking it all these questions. And this is really good data to use in our cold email scripts. So now we're going to go back here and we're going to say, emotionally, how can this help this specific job title with their job? Emotionally, how can this actually affect these target job titles day-to-day life regarding all of these pain points? What are they really worried about on a day-to-day basis, and what really matters the most, and what's really going to make their lives 1,000 times easier if they used a software like this? So we're going to let this load. Okay, so let's check this out. This is really interesting. So they're talking about reducing the stress, because one of the main sources of stress for these recruiters is the pressure to fill these positions quickly and efficiently while ensuring still a high quality hire. So this software can significantly reduce the stress by streamlining the initial sorting of applications and identifying the most promising candidates. So it can also increase their confidence to fill it with high quality talent. Job satisfaction. When recruiters are able to efficiently place high quality candidates who stay with the company long term and perform well, it increases their job satisfaction. Work-life balance, professional development, empowerment and autonomy, anxiety reduction, and enhanced creativity. Enhance creativity by offloading the routine tasks to the software. Recruiters can spend more time on creative aspects of recruiting, such as crafting compelling job postings, developing innovative outreach strategies, and designing engaging candidate experiences. Wow. So we got a lot of data here. Based off all this information, what specifically would you bring up to get their attention regarding these pain points? Well, ask it one last question here. Based off all this information that you've gathered now, what specifically would you bring up in terms of pain points to get someone's attention when you're trying to sell them a software like this that can really help them out? All right, so it's talking a lot about the increased efficiency, so highlighting how the software can drastically reduce the time spent on sifting through the resumes and applications. Definitely emphasize the ability to quickly identify the most suitable candidates, so improved quality of hire is another big one. Cost reduction, reduction in turnover rates. So discuss how improving the quality of hire and ensuring a good fit can lead to higher retention rates. Explain that higher retention rates are not only beneficial for the company's culture, but also reduce the recurring cost of hiring for the same positions. So improve candidate experience, data-driven decisions, reduce administrative burden, scalability, all great stuff. So now we can take it back to the script here. So you could do like a little pain point intro, solving the pain point and who you solved it for, and then a call to action. So an example could be, tired of sending countless follow-ups and reminders to job candidates that end up leaving the company in less than 1 year. We automated this for XYZ, and their new hires have stayed 4 times as long as the previous. Open to seeing how can improve the cost, quality, and speed of your new hires. So, tired of sending countless follow-ups and reminders to job candidates that end up leaving the company in less than a year? We automated this for XYZ, and their new hires have stayed 4 times as long as the previous. Open to seeing how this can improve the cost, quality, and speed of your new hires. So there you go. That's just a little simple way of figuring out specific angles and specific pain points that actually mean the most to the prospects that you're reaching out to. And not only did we figure out the right titles to reach out to that we can use to build our list, now we're actually bringing up super relevant pain points that are really going to like stick with them when they're reading our cold emails. So make sure to try this in your day-to-day cold email campaigns across your clients or maybe your own offer. And I'd like for you to report back and tell me how it goes, because I guarantee your results are going to be a lot better. There's no more guessing about pain points. You really need to go off the data, and ChatGPT does a great job of this. It's going through millions and millions of databases of just information that it gathers. And it's so good when we use ChatGPT in a way that we're talking to it and kind of giving it a brain bank to understand what we're trying to do, because question after question, the answers only get better and better. If you like today's video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stick around for the next video. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a good one.